Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth and I am back again doing your March 2016 monthly tarot horoscopes. This is for everyone with their ascendant sun in the lovely Sagittarius. And I have been telling everybody I did get sick in February, and so I am behind on my recording schedule, which means I didn't post my mid videos for February, and most likely will not be posting them for March. I most likely will be slowly discontinuing my mid-month readings. I am going to continue to do my general readings the beginning of the month, around the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd, or before, as soon as I can get them out to you guys. And those will be free of charge, available to everyone in the world. I may be trying to, I am trying to get out my sex and relationships videos for March, but I may or may not be able to get them completed in time. So most likely you're just going to have to play it by ear. I would definitely encourage you to follow me on Twitter because I do post when I am going, like what's going on with me, and when I'm going to be posting things, or, you know, if there's any kind of delay, you know, and basically just kind of give updates. So I don't have a Facebook account, and I don't intend to have one, so Twitter is kind of the best way. I also just do a lot of hashtags on Twitter, which are a lot of fun. So that said, let's just roll out a spread for you guys. I am back using my regular Shadowscapes deck by Stephanie Pre-Moon Law, which you can buy online. And just so you know, if you'd like a private reading, feel free to email me after checking out my calendar page on my website, oracledaphne.com. Guys, just so you know, posting a comment that says, I'd like, you know, a certain time is not the way to book. The way to book is to email me and let me know if you'd like a certain time, because I don't see the posts at all on my calendar. My calendar is just a calendar. So make sure that you're doing that. I would love to get you scheduled. My schedule with me is really easy, especially because I have that calendar page now and I have a website now. Before I didn't. So it's just something that I'm letting everybody know. That way it'll be more efficient with scheduling and stuff. So let me take a look at your spread. This is again for Sagittarius for March 2016. And I'm not really vibing the spread at all, so I'm going to put it away and pull out a whole new spread. It's too complicated. And I dropped a card. Okay, I'll leave this card out, but the rest of it, I'm gonna start over again. I'm just not vibing. Sometimes it happens with different signs, where I do a spread and it's just like, what? And it usually means that, you know, and Sagittarius gets this a lot, I think, because Sagittarius is quite like an expansive, kind of explosive, kind of chaotic, all over the place energy. Not always, because a lot of Sagittarius can be very like neat and organized, and I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying the energy can be very like busy, non-stop, go type energy. And so if I see it where it's just like there's too many elements, then, you know, it means you're a little bit all over the place. And I have seen this before for Sagittarius, so those of you who watched me from the beginning, this is nothing new, okay? But that's usually what that means. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to go with this spread. This is easier for me. Also, I think this spread looks all very similar to last month's, I want to say. Because I feel like when Sagittarius has a lot of like non-fire cards, fire element cards, that means there's a lot of other people that they're focused on. There may be other influences, because Sagittarius is to me, it's a very strong-willed, strong sign, and it may be that you're in a partnership with somebody and you're very much focused on them. There's a lot of water elements here too. I'm just going to start off with what's going on in the heartbeat of the reading, so that it makes more sense. I'm just going to start there. So the first card, the card that I dropped originally, was the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is, to me, a card about talking to somebody who's older and wiser. This can be someone, it's hard to tell, but this is like, there's a little critter in this card, and they're talking to this, what I call a shaggy bark hickory, okay? It's a tree that's older and wiser and kind of rough around the edges, you know? And I think of myself as like the tree. You talk to Oracle. You may have talked to other psychics. You may be a psychic. You may be kind of doing what I do, but it's someone who can give you good advice and can listen and can instruct. This may be an instructor. You may have, you may be in school, you may be a younger Sagittarius. This could be an instructor that you're talking to or learning from. You may be a teacher, because to me this is the teacher, the mentor, the counselor person, someone who's very knowledgeable, has a lot of answers. This is also looking for answers, searching for things, searching out the answers to things. This to me is waiting also for someone to call, and this is getting the call. This is literally getting a phone call that maybe you've been waiting on. And it is linking up with the Five of Cups, which is crowning you. And that to me is someone who's waiting, okay? So you may be waiting on a very important phone call. Some of you may be trying to like apply to something, and that's what you're waiting on. It could be like a job application, school application even in some cases. I feel more job though, but it also may be just something that you're trying to do, try something you're trying to get into. Could be even a grant that you're applying for, or something. Maybe it could be also studying. I get that very strong study. I see somebody in a library with books. There's some kind of research thing going on. Maybe researching for school or a project, or for yourself. Some level of study, I want to say. But if you're waiting for a guy to call you, this is getting the phone call, okay? However, I want to tell you that if you are waiting on a phone call from a guy, this is a player, okay? This is not, you think it's the love of your life, but it's not, okay? This is someone who's playing you, okay? So you shouldn't have to wait for a long time to get the call, okay? If you have to wait, say, longer than a week to get a phone call from someone, it's too long, they're not into you. And if they do call you, this is just a hookup, okay? Just for sex. That's really it. Because you have the Ten of Cups in the immediate future, and that's getting it on with this person, okay? To me, it's the same energy. You've got the Nine of Cups, then the Ten of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is the player as the foundation, and the sex card in the future. So it's like he's coming back from the past, and he's not in it for commitment. I don't feel. I know that we have the Hierophant here, and it can indicate marriage in some cases, but for you, I feel like it's just communicate for a lot of you, not everyone. For a lot of you, it's communications with someone who you're in a pattern with, someone who is not dating you for the right reasons, someone who's just kind of coming and going in your life, and it's just for sex. You have great sex when you're together. Maybe you go out for dinner every now and then, but really for the most part, this is like someone who's just a hookup, okay? And it's a pattern, and you want a relationship, I feel, but it's not going to go forward because this person, you have the Four of Pentacles coming in from the outside. And the Four of Pentacles is someone who is in a place of unhealthy self-focus. They're selfish in some way, okay? And this is the person that I feel like you're sleeping with, okay? If you're not sleeping with anybody, then, the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups represent individual people that may be around you. It may be what you're looking for. Some of you are looking for love and a soulmate. But I don't feel like it's with this person. I really strongly don't think it's with this person. You may have the hots for someone, but you may be shy about talking to them. But to me, it's a very clear story. You have you have two aces, which is in the recent past, the Ace of Swords, and that's, you know, I want to say putting your mouth where your money where your mouth is, something like that, where you also put your foot down. You say, no, I don't want to be with this person anymore. I want to move on. So to me, in the distant past, the Nine of Cups is a player person or someone who wants to be single, okay? Sagittarius, this is a Cups person. So this is a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. I don't really feel like this is you. I feel like you are the person in the middle, okay, because you have the Ace of Wands here in the center of everything, crossing the Hierophant, and you're surrounded by this water energy. You may be very overwhelmed. You maybe have some strong Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in your chart. You may be a guy that has some strong Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in your chart also. And there may be some element either where you're very overwhelmed emotionally, and you're waiting for someone to call you or waiting for someone to come back. And when they do, it's not for the best. It's not because they really want to be with you. It's because they just want to hook up with you. Or the story is you, and maybe it's the same thing. I feel like I want to say that you made the decision to move on from this person and now you're regretting the decision and you're thinking back at the past and you're unwilling to let it go. You may also have some, again, the Cancer thing is coming up. The Claw thing, Scorpio too, doesn't want to let it go, doesn't want to move on. The Ace of Swords is when you need to move on, when you need to make the decision to move on. And I feel like maybe you did, but now you're second guessing it. You're like, well, maybe did I do the right thing? Was this my soulmate? Wasn't this my soulmate? You know, we have great chemistry, all this yada, yada, yada. This is also classic, and I want to say classic here, geese syndrome, guys. And geese syndrome is when somebody, specifically a guy, comes back from the past, from high school, from college, from God knows where, they crawl out of the woodwork, and they call you up and they say, you know, oh my gosh, it's been so long. You know, why don't we reconnect? And the next thing you know, you're having sex with them, okay? And then after that, you don't know what else is going on. Or maybe you think it's a relationship, but it's really not. Somebody that comes back from the past, if it didn't work the first time, it's not going to work the second time. That's how I see it. If you're recycling, because Sagittarius recycles, okay? And recycling is taking somebody old, somebody from the past, and trying to turn them into something new, okay? Which is, you know, a hookup or something. Some of you, I feel like some of you, either you think this is your soulmate or you have met your soulmate, but there's something that's blocking you. There's something where you can't move forward with your soulmate. Now, it is possible that this is two different people, okay? So in the distant past, you hooked, you know, either you have, again, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in your chart, and this is you, where you maybe wanted to become single, or you were single, and you may be dating someone, or you were dating, say you're a Sagittarius female and dating a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio guy in the distant past. You broke up with them. Now you're looking back and going, how much longer should I have to wait for a real relationship? How long is it going to take? When is it going to happen? I want it to happen today. I don't want to be alone forever. This is what you're thinking, okay? And then you meet somebody where you do have connection, and it is very strong, but there's a financial element. It's sort of like some kind of financial element is blocking you from moving forward with that person. Either you're worried about money. It's like, sort of like, it's almost like maybe you don't even want to date them because you think you need to have more money, or you think you need to be more in a place to provide for them, or more to offer, or something like that. Or you could just be really, really shy and like not. It's almost like you're really shy, and some of you, you're shy and you don't really know what to say, and you're not really open to it yet. It is possible that you're not in a place where you're emotionally ready to be with them full time or long term, like in a commitment. Like this could be your soulmate that you have yet to meet mid-March, okay? But when you're watching this, you may or may not have met them yet. And going forward, it's going to be hard because when the universe sends this hard block, it's sort of like something that you need to really overcome. It's sort of like there's a money thing. I want to say it's just a money thing. Either you think you don't have enough money to go out on the, maybe you literally don't have enough money to go out on a date with them. Like you think you need to have more money. Like you're like, in order to date them, I need to have such and such a dollar in my checking account. And I feel like I feel like you're going to date them anyways. You should date them anyways. You should go out anyways. Because there's things that you can do that are free. You know, I feel like this person has money, and I feel like this person doesn't really care if you have money. I want to say it's weird. It's sort of just like if you're worried about money, you need to stop because it's blocking you from moving forward in the relationship. You may literally have some financial concerns because you maybe you were coming out of a marriage. It is possible that you're coming out of a marriage, or you're coming out of a relationship. You know, maybe you're coming out of a long-term relationship. I feel like there's two scenarios here. I feel like one scenario is where, you know, somebody from the past comes back, you're recycling, or somebody from like a long time ago comes back, and it's the geese syndrome, okay? Either way, it's not going to last, okay? If it's one of those two things, it's not last. If it's somebody new, okay, and I'll say, if it's somebody who you met in the past, but like nothing developed, but you did have the hots for them, but there was no like contact or communication for whatever reason, you just met them, it is possible for you to like reconnect again. And it is possible that they are your soulmate too. But if it's the geese syndrome where a guy from from high school comes back, no, okay? And if it's somebody who you're recycling, who you know is a player, who you know you've slept with 1,000,000 times, and the commitment hasn't happened yet, no, okay? No. But if it's somebody who like maybe you met and maybe it was a timing thing and they came back, it is possible that they are, you know, again, you will end up being with them long term. But the issue is that there's a financial thing here. You're worried about money for some reason. Or they're worried about money. It could be you or them. And that's blocking you from being with them. And that shouldn't be you should go out anyways. Either the person that you're worried about having the money, either you think that they're a gold digger or they actually do have money. They're very focused on career. They may be a very high-powered individual. You may be a very high-powered individual. Sagittarius is usually are very good with money. You know, I mean, again, everybody's different, but you got the 10 of Pentacles here too. I pulled two other cards. It's like the universe is saying, go out, go out. Why are you worried about money? You know, the more you worry about it, the worse it's going to be. You know, let it go. Do things that are free. Meet up with this person someplace where it's either inexpensive or you split the bill or something. You know, I mean, this is 2016. You know, I mean, I feel like this is like an older notion, but also again, it could just be shyness, or it could be where you were not for whatever reason ready. Like you were just like. You're just like closed. You're just like looking down. You're not like looking up. You're not open to the possibility of being with this person. Like in a way, I feel like you may meet this person and you have the hots for them, or you may see this person and have the hots for them, but for whatever reason, you're not taking the next step. Some step has to happen in order for you to be together. I feel like once that step has been taken, or like once somebody asks you out, or once you get a phone number, you're in. It's done. Things will happen very quickly because you've got the Chariot card followed by the Lovers card as the outcome, which is very positive. So to me, this is things happening very, very quickly. So I would say, like, if you are a Sagittarius, say like you have like your sun Pisces, right? Your moon is Sagittarius or your sun is Sagittarius. This is like you need to like let go of the financial like obsession or like, I want to say grow a pair and ask the person out. And that's what you need to do. You know, I am going to get, there's these duffel bags that you can buy online about, it says Grow Pair, these really cool duffel bags. I want one. But anyways, the point here is that, yeah, you know, so you have the 3. So if you stop worrying about money and go out, you've got the 3 of Cups, which is the social dating card, and also the 10 of Pentacles, which is more money than you could possibly dream. I feel like if this is your soulmate, like say you meet someone in March, or say you ask somebody out in March, you know, I feel like the financial aspect of your situation is going to change drastically. It may be that this person brings a lot of financial prosperity to you, or it is about, I don't know, like, maybe it's just astrology where the two elements come together, make gold or something like that, you know, because you do have this Head of Pentacles person there, you know, and she usually has either money, she's either very fertile, or she can be a gold digger in some cases. But I don't feel like in this instance she is. I feel like in this instance she's bringing prosperity into your life. So, you know, and I'm not just talking about Sagittarius guys here. You could be a Sagittarius female and dating other females too. And if you are a Sagittarius female and you're not hooking up with someone, you meet somebody new in March, it has to be, I feel like, somebody new, or if it was what I call a preview, somebody that you met like a while ago, but you didn't exchange numbers, you didn't ask each other out, you just know that they're there and they're kind of in the background. Like if you meet up with them, then you need to take a step forward. Guys and girls, you need to take a step forward, and you do need to get together, because I feel like if you take the step forward and you do get together, this will turn out very positive, and it will be potentially the love of your life. You need to be careful though, because some of you are just recycling, or just, you know, doing the ski syndrome, and you think it's a soulmate person, but it's really not. It's just somebody who's so I want to say somebody who's playing you, or you're playing them, you know, one way or the other. And also I feel like there's some juggling to be had here. I feel like the outcome as a lover is really, really positive, but you're blocked because of a financial thing, and because you also have some other things going on, maybe financially. Maybe you're overwhelmed financially and you have just a lot of bills to pay, or you have kids and you're trying to pay for them, or you have college tuition, whatever it is that's going on. There's some element here that there's a financial thing that's sort of like it's like a hum. It's like in the background where you're concerned about your finances. I want to say, Sagittarius, really, you know, there is no point in obsessing about your finances. I feel like you are very, very focused on having romance, but what I would want to see is more of a positive financial focus. But then again, you may meet someone who's going to bring prosperity into your life and will help alleviate all that worry and concern. It's sort of the thing where some people have abundance through partners. Some people have abundance through a relationship. And I feel like in this case, it could be that. But also, if you're working like 2 jobs at minimum wage, you need to get a full-time job, period. And then get a second job on top of that. But like, don't do 2 jobs, because 2 jobs is kind of a lot of chaos and stuff. Can bring a lot of chaos. It's working harder for less pay, you know, or for just maybe slightly more than what you would if you had a full-time job. So there may be something there to be said about that. Not everyone, but I feel like there's this thing too. And I just want to say, you need to be careful. If you end up getting married to someone who is a player, and you know that they're playing you, or you have a red flag in your head that says they're a player, or there's something not quite right and it's just not quite matching up, you know, it will end badly. It will be a mistake. Okay, and I generally don't believe there's any mistakes in life, for real. Okay, you're always going to learn something from whoever you're dating, but in this situation, I feel like it would be a mistake to get married to someone if you know And if you have red flags, because either they're doubled up, or maybe it is that you have the hots for someone who's married. This could be the love triangle from hell, okay? Where you're totally in love and you want to be with someone who is married. Or you think that this person's your soulmate when the reality is they're just feeling what's missing in their life. You're like a hole filler, okay? That's it. You're just teaching them what's missing, and it won't really amount to anything. I feel like it will just continue to be where you'll be number 2 and there will be somebody else who's number 1, okay? Because I don't see, and again, if you're in that situation, I don't see divorce in that picture, okay? So you need to be careful. If you're in love with someone who's married, my suggestion is cut it off. Like, that's what the Ace of Swords is there, saying cut it off. Don't continue doing anything like that, because it's not going to bring you, again, it's blocking your blessings, because you've got the Miser card in the position of what's coming in from the outside. If you were to move on from that person, then you would be unblocked, you would start dating, and you would meet the love of your life. So there's a lot of different scenarios here, Sagittarius. It's going to depend, again, where you're at with things, but I think I pretty much covered like every one of those. So I'm going to leave it at that. I think that's all for now. I do think in March, there's a great potential for relationships, new relationships, fresh starts. And I want you to keep that in mind. Do not think that, and do not settle. Don't settle for less. If you meet someone and they're not right, don't settle for that. No. And if you're in a love triangle situation, don't settle for that either. And don't get tricked into thinking that it's a soulmate when it's not. If you're in a love triangle, it's not. I mean, yes, you could be soulmates and have a soul contact and all that, but it's just you're blocking your financial blessings, and then you're going to be obsessed about money, and there's not enough of a healthy career focus for you. So you need to, I want to say, balance things out with a healthy career focus and work on cleaning up your love life if you're involved in anything that's questionable. So yeah, that's all that I have for right now. So I wish you the best, guys. Thank you so much for supporting my channel and liking and subscribing and Google Plusing. And I will be back again for April doing your general readings. So stay tuned for those. And again, if you'd like a private reading, definitely email me, elizabetholson31@gmail.com. And I send you big hugs, big kisses. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Okay, take care. All the best. Okay, bye.